Okay, so I'm at work and I'm drinking coffee and I just got my belly button pierced and it's post-election and I don't know what to do about anything. Like, I have this really strong sense to create, but no motivation, and I've acted on that. Like, I've acted on my creativity. I made a menu for Thanksgiving. I've doodled, I've colored, I've begun working on sewing projects, I've like baked, I've cooked, I've planned. I'm like running out of things to do. Like, I don't want to start a new project. And so I'm like, okay, what if we just relaxed? But for some reason, I'm on this hamster wheel of production or like carrying on or like something where I'm like, I have to do something or else I will explode or I'll feel like shit about myself. So then I'm like, okay, 2025 is the year I'm gonna get so fit. 2025 is gonna be the blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, I don't have to wait for a year. Like, I'm almost 30. I don't have to wait for the new year to like start working towards a goal. So like, chill out. I'm like, okay, I could go to the gym, right? Like, I could go to the gym and start working out and like changing my body, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what's the point of doing anything? Like, literally though, like, what's the point of doing anything? And not in a nihilistic, like, oh, the world, everybody's gonna die anyways. Like, in the actual, like, when I create, what am I creating for? And then the question is, do I need something to be creating for? Do I need someone to be creating for? This is something that I've talked about in therapy before, where I'm like, my aunt's passed away, and I was like, well, I used to bake all the time for my aunts to like impress them and like make them laugh. And then when they died, I had no reason to bake anymore. My therapist was like, do you need a reason? And I was like, I guess not. But I like the satisfaction of a job well done. And the only people who can tell me I did a good job are other people, right? So what about that? Carrie? Anyways, now I have a partner. And when I bake, it's for them. And so I'm like, well, okay. But I don't have butter and I have $0 in all of my bank accounts. So I can't go buy butter to bake. And the thing is about baking, you absolutely need butter in like every other recipe. In anything worth baking, you need butter. And so I'm like, I can't bake, can't experiment. And then I'm like, well, I could learn something new. But the thing is, that's not as fun as succeeding at something that I already know how to do. Oh God, is that it? Is it like I can succeed at baking, I'm good at baking, I'm good at cooking, I'm good at graphic designing on Canva, I'm good at bullet journaling, like I'm good at all of these things. And if I start a new project, I won't be good at it. Oh my God, something's happening in the other room. Is that the thing? Is it that I want to do something that I'm good at? Yes. Oh, how fascinating. It is that. Okay. So I must challenge myself to do something I'm not good at immediately, but can get better at. I think that's what I need. I think purpose, whatever, like what sounds fun to learn, what sounds fun to get good at. Playing guitar, I think, sounds fun. Like most things I have like a schema about. Most things I'm aware of like how to do. I say that, I don't know a lot of things, but like most things I know where to start with, And so I'm like, okay, great. Like I know where to start with cooking. Like I know where to start with getting, like I know where my limits are, I guess is what I'm saying. And they're all pretty high up there, like my limits with the things that I'm interested in, because I've been doing them for so long. Of course, I'm like skilled enough to know where I'm unskilled and can get better there. But to what end? I'm very like, I want somewhere that I know when to stop. Why am I like, when I'm pole dancing, my goals are like to achieve moves, to be able to like do certain moves and like that. And then I do that move and I'm like, cool, I did it. Now what? I did the thing that I wanted to do, and now what? Be satisfied? That's crazy. Who is satisfied? Oh my God. So, that's where I'm at. And then I'm like, is that, like, what if I just went home and played Stardew Valley all night? And just enjoyed my time and didn't think too much about it? But I don't want to feel this way. Like, I don't want to continue feeling this, like, pursuit thing. It's like, okay. A lot of the things that I want to get better at, I don't have the means. So, like, there are a lot of things that I want to bake. There are a lot of things that I want to cook. There are a lot of things that I want to experiment with. And I don't have the means, meaning I don't have the material. So, like, so I just can't do them, which is fine. Like, I don't need to learn. I don't need to learn certain things. That was actually my foot, not actually a fart. There are things that I want to do, like make my own clothes. And I think a big problem here is the interrogation of like motivation. Who cares if the motivation to get started on a project or the motivation to get started learning something is for others to tell you good job? Like, at least you have started doing something that you want to do. Who cares if it's like, who cares if you want to learn how to play piano so that you can show off at a party? You know, who cares? Like, you're still learning how to play piano. Who cares if you just want like to learn 4 languages for the clout? You still know 4 languages. Who cares if you want to sew your entire wardrobe just for the clout, being like, yeah, I sewed my own wardrobe. Like, you still did something. So then I'm also like left with the question of who fucking cares? At least I'm still doing the thing. So then I'm like, who cares? You know what I mean?